Greetings, my dear colleagues and compatriots. I have the pleasure of sending a goodwill message through this channel to you because I'm most unlikely to be there physically, which I apologize because for Professor Adibe, it would have been a pleasure for me to listen to him and be part of the audience. Let me make the first point. One, that I congratulate the Nasarawa State University for continuing in the tradition of showcasing the researches done by academics through inaugural lecture of professors. I think it is a good tradition. Well, as an old school teacher, I observed that unfortunately many people struggle to publish or perish and become professors, and that seems to be the end of their research, their toil, and their work. Unfortunately, the academic process assumes that once you become a professor, you will continue working in order to keep professing knowledge, and that if you don't work hard, you will profess ignorance. Part of the problem we have in many Nigerian universities today is that when people become professors, they stop working, they reach the end. And that's a dangerous thing. I thought I should raise this because this is an inaugural lecture, and the person we're talking about, as I will show in 1 or 2 minutes, is a very profuse writer, a workaholic, a multi-dimensional task force worker who actually continues to venture into different areas of life. I just want to assure you that unless we work very hard, even after you become a professor, we'll suffer in the university some form of institutional sterility and institutional academic decadence. The whole system fails because if there is no research, you can't have development. And the essence of research and development as core to development in many other countries is that the universities as core to contributing to the process of knowledge takes its rightful place, actively contributing to development. I also would like to point out that I can have 3 PhDs and yet be literate and not educated. Education, if I may paraphrase C.S. Lewis, is the ability to critically appraise the civilization of the past, constructively contribute to the civilization of the present, and lay the foundations for the civilization of the future. And this means that you have to be part of that process, widening your horizon, contributing to all the things that are necessary for a civilization to grow. This is where I find Professor Jidofo Adibe as a truly educated man. He has found himself in a setting in which, choosing his own career, he multiplies the impact of his knowledge to different sectors of the society to improve it. You cannot contribute to the civilization of the future by laying the foundations today if you don't work hard. I remember that my old teacher, mentor, and academic giant in Africa, my respectable late Professor Ali Mazuri, introduced Jidofo to me many years ago. And since then I have related intensely with him. And very few people, because of his outlook, quite urbane as a man, but humble and decent. Even in debates, has carried on a lot of work that people don't know about. He's a publisher, Adonis and Abbey. They published 6 of my books. Apart from that, he's also published many journals in the social science area. Now he's extending it to engineering, architecture, and other areas of development in the society. So he's widening the parameters of knowledge and where we can share ideas which will contribute to development. So I find him to be an educated man, very hardworking person. Even now, he's a columnist on the in the digital world, isn't it? And he used to be a columnist to Nigeria Trust. And one thing that's clear about Professor Adibe was that he had thought-provoking articles in the paper. Courageous, decent, but undaunted. You could not dissuade him. Even when in debates you thought he would lose his temper, he would still be smiling and be decent and respond to you with humility. But that's the mark of a learned man. That's the mark of an educated man. An educated man is humble, realizing that the more you know, the less you find you know. And that makes you humble. I therefore remember when I used to convince him to come back. When he came back, trying to get him to Nasarawa State University. He came in and, like his usual self, blended into the system, worked very hard, and became a professor. It is my pleasure, it is my honor to introduce in a way Professor Jidofo Adibe, incredible writer, a good political scientist, a journalist too, a publisher of all kinds, and one who actually, as a state builder in a way, through knowledge, widens the scope of his knowledge by providing platforms for others to share ideas. These can be seen through the various journals that he still publishes. So, Professor Adibe, this is your day. I wish you a good outing, and to the rest of you in the audience, fishing for ideas, I wish you a good harvest. Thank you, and God bless.